how to juggle. Righto. Here we go. Let's get into it. Good thing that you weren't here to learn how to juggle and that you want to learn how to write a club development plan for your sporting club or association. Because I probably know a little bit more about that than I do know how to juggle. So, 5 things we're going to look at today, and we're going to need Willow's whiteboard. So I'll go grab it. So any good plan, we're going to start not with juggling, but with getting people together. We want to get as many different ideas to incorporate into your plan of where you're going over the next, say, 5 years, 10 years maybe. Okay, get as many ideas as possible so that we can see really how does our club or our association or our sport want to develop. What do we want to achieve in the long term? Now we've got the whiteboard here so that we can start writing some things down. But number 1 is to get people together into a room, okay, or use Facebook, or use emails, or use surveys. Any sort of way you can get lots of different ideas, lots of different perspectives of where you're going. That's the first thing we need to look at. Number 2, we need to start getting those ideas together. So, some of ideas. Okay, let's do a bit of a quick mind map. So, club in 5 years. Where do we want to be? Okay, we want to have a big facility. Okay, what else do we want? We want lots of members. Lots of members. We want to be successful. We want success. Okay, we need to increase our income. Okay, all these sorts of things that clubs need. Volunteers. Okay, more volunteers. How are we going to do that? So we get it all written down and then we start breaking that down further. But that's number 3. So, wait there. Okay, number 3, we've worked out what we want to achieve, but we need to work out how we're going to achieve these things. Okay, so one of our first major goals, okay, is to build a big facility. Within that facility, okay, we might need to upgrade our clubhouse. Okay, we might need to put some lights up on our fields or improve the drainage around our fields. Okay, so we write that down. Here's some targets that's going to help us achieve getting a big facility. Okay, we want to increase our income. Okay, how can we do that? Let's break it down again. Let's look at our sponsorship to increase the number of sponsors we have. How are we going to do that? Okay, we can look at the fundraising events or fundraising raffles and whatever sort of events we're doing. That's another one for another day. We can look at what grants we're applying for, our membership fees, all those sorts of things. Okay, so we start breaking it down. Here's our big goals, our overarching goals. Let's break them down into certain targets so that we can start to implement those and achieve those things. Whoops, almost forgot to mention, when you've got your goals and your targets, we need to put down who's responsible for implementing them. Okay, is it your president, is it your secretary, is it your treasurer, is it your events coordinator, your volunteer coordinator, your sponsorship manager? Okay, who needs to implement a specific project or target to allow you to reach these things? And timeframes, we have to have timeframes to it. What needs to be done straight away? What needs to be done next year? What things need to be started now so that we can actually do them next year? Okay, this is what we put a plan together so that we can start looking further than just this season or this year into future years so that we can get the preparation done now to reap the benefits down the track. Whew, glad I remember that one. Righto, number 4. We've put our plan together, it looks good, we've written out our goals, our targets, we know what we're going to achieve, we know how we're going to achieve them, but we've got to let everyone else know what we're doing. Okay? Well, let's promote it. Let's shout it from the trees. Okay? Shout it from the mountains even. They're even bigger than trees. Okay? Get people excited about it. Let them know what we want to achieve. It's going to attract people in. If we tell them what we're doing and say, look, this is where we're going, this is what we're doing, this is what we want to achieve, those people are going to get excited then too and go, oh, okay, that sounds good. How can I get in there and help you? Okay, so let's promote our plan, whether it's the big document or we put together a little flyer that we can give everyone. Let's get it out there. Let's share that excitement that you have for your club. Now, last but not least, use the damn thing. Okay, there are a number of plans that I've seen put together that are fantastic, but they're not used. They're a waste of space. Okay, so make sure it's at every one of your meetings. And I mean every meeting. Okay? Use it, discuss it. What do we need to achieve? What's the next thing in our plan? How are we doing things? Okay? Evaluate it on an annual basis. Okay? What have we achieved? Celebrate when you achieve something. Okay? If we haven't achieved some things, well, why didn't we? Do we need to change those things around? How are we going to keep adapting our plan so that we keep moving forward and keep progressing our club?